Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we are grabbing our hooks and diving headfirst into the super cute world of amigurumi to create this amazing Mika doll. I'm going to walk you through everything, step by step, from the very first stitch all the way to her cute little finishing touches. Just look at her. It's kind of wild, right? How you can go from just a simple ball of yarn to something with so much character and personality. Well, that's exactly the magic we're going to unpack today. So stick with me, and I'll show you exactly how to bring your very own Mika to life.
All right, first things first. You know the drill. Every great project starts with getting all your gear ready. So let's put together our crafter's toolkit.
Okay, let's talk yarn. This color palette is what really gives Mika her signature look. You're going to want DK weight cotton yarn, and here are the amounts. Now the pattern specifically calls for cotton for her skin, that light peach color, and for a good reason. It gives you this wonderfully smooth, firm finish that's just perfect for a doll's face and limbs. So besides the yarn, these are the other must-haves. And I want to draw your attention to that 2.5mm crochet hook. This little guy is crucial. Using this specific size is the secret to getting a really tight, dense fabric. And in amigurumi, that's everything, because it means none of that fluffy stuffing is going to peek through. It's what gives you that clean, professional look. All right, with all our supplies gathered, let's get into the actual crafting. We're going to go over the two foundational stitches that are pretty much the magic behind this entire project. You get these two down, and you are golden. First up, we have the magic ring. If you're new to amigurumi, this technique is about to become your new best friend. Seriously. Unlike starting with a chain, the magic ring lets you pull that starting hole completely shut. No gaps, no holes. It's essential for getting those perfectly closed off heads and hands. And here's how it works. You basically wrap the yarn, make a loop, work your stitches into it, and then, this is the best part, you just pull the yarn tail and poof, it cinches up into a perfect, seamless little circle. It is so satisfying to do. Our second key technique is the invisible decrease. Now this is the secret weapon for shaping your doll's head and limbs without getting those weird bumpy stitches. It just melts the stitches together so you get a beautiful, flawless surface. The whole trick is right there in the first two steps. You insert your hook into the front loop only of the next two stitches, just the front loops. By doing that, the decrease gets pulled to the inside of your project, making it practically vanish from the outside. The pattern uses this for every single decrease, so it's a really good one to master.
Okay, stitches are mastered, we know what we're doing. Now it's time for the really fun part. Let's start putting Mika together, one piece at a time.
We're going to start with the head, which is worked in a continuous spiral. And this is why those little stitch markers are so important. You pop a marker in the first stitch of every round, and you just move it up as you go. It's your lifeline, trust me. It keeps you from losing your place, which is super easy to do when you're crocheting in a spiral. Okay, I need you to pay close attention to this tip because it is absolutely critical. You're going to place the safety eyes between rounds 9 and 10, about 10 or 11 stitches apart. But once you push those plastic backs on, that's it. They are locked in for good. So take a breath, double-check the placement, make sure it's perfect, and then click them in. After the head, you'll get to work on the body, which has some simple color changes for her blouse and skirt. And just like the head, her arms and legs are made as separate little pieces that we'll attach later on. So what's with the number 12? Well, this gives you a sense of the scale of the project. The main part of each leg is just 12 straight rounds of single crochet. There are no increases, no decreases. It's just this nice repetitive work that helps you build that uniform shape for her limbs. It's kind of the zen part of the project. Okay, so you've done all the crocheting. You probably have a little pile of parts sitting on your desk. Now comes the part where the real magic happens. Assembly. This is where a bunch of shapes suddenly becomes a doll with personality. Now, the most important rule of assembly, I cannot stress this enough, is step 1, pin everything first. Before you even thread your needle, pin the legs, head, and arms right where you think they should go. Look at it from every angle, make sure it's all symmetrical. It will save you so much grief later on, I promise. Mika's amazing. Full hair is actually a clever two-part process. First, you crochet a simple cap that you sew right onto her head. Then, you attach individual strands of yarn to that cap. And yeah, attaching 100 or so strands might sound a little tedious, but it is totally what creates that incredible volume and natural flow. It's so worth it. Now that the doll is all put together, we get to the final, super creative part. This is where we add all the little details that give Mika her character and where you get to put your own personal spin on things.
And you can see all those fantastic finishing touches right here. Using a bit of embroidery floss, you'll add her sweet little smile and that little dusting of blush on her cheeks. And don't forget her accessories. That simple black choker and the little bracelets really complete her look. It's these tiny details that make all the difference.
And this is where you can really have fun and make her yours. You don't have to stick to the script. Why not make her skirt in your favorite color? Or use rainbow yarn for her hair highlights? You could give her a different expression. Add tiny buttons. The pattern is just a jumping-off point for your own creativity. So there you have it. That's the complete roadmap to creating your very own Mika doll. From a few basic stitches all the way to a finished character, every single step is part of this amazing creative journey. So the only question left is, what adventures is she going to have? What story will your Mika doll tell? Happy crocheting!